Hey yogis and yogis, welcome back to Yogana. My name is Anna, and today we're going to be continuing the Flow for Your Flow series. So we'll be focused on the ovulation phase today, and this is going to be our summer season. So we're still going to have a lot of energy to burn in these few days of ovulation. It'll be about 2 weeks or so after our menstrual cycle, and it'll last about 3 to 5 days. So we're going to burn a lot of calories today. We're going to focus on building up a sweat, feeling strong, and getting into the cardio, the heart a little bit. So go ahead and hop onto your mats and we'll get started. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and start in a comfortable seat. And we're not going to stay here for long. We're going to get right into it and start moving. So go ahead and take that right foot in front of the left ankle. And then we're just going to reach forward with the right hand and grab onto the top right corner. Maybe left hand grounds through the left hip. Get into that right calf muscle and then switch it back. So go ahead and take that left foot in front of the right ankle and then reach it forward with the left hand. Right hand comes to the hip. Good, and then we'll just rock back and forth a couple times, reach forward with that same foot that's in front, and then rock it back, switch sides. Good. 2 more times each side. It's really getting into that calf muscle and then building up your heart a little bit and finding your balance as you move. Good. Good. Next time you reach it forward, we're just going to rock and roll into all fours to come into a tabletop. Find some cat-cows, dropping the belly as we inhale. Gaze goes up, shoulders roll down. Exhale as you find cat, arch to the spine, roll the shoulders in. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open and look over the right shoulder. Right hip comes in. Get into that left side of the body, left side of the neck. Come back through center. Gaze goes over the left. Bring that left hip in. Make a little C shape with your torso. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, arch. Find cat. Inhale, last time, open. Good, come back through center, come to all fours, that neutral spine, and then reach it forward with the right hand. Fix your gaze, find your balance, kick that left foot back. Nice and strong here. Exhale, bring it in towards the center line. Inhale, reach it forward, re-extend. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, open. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, open. Bend in that left knee. Point the toes up and then reach back with the right hand. Grab onto the foot. Roll that right shoulder back. Kick that left heel up. Exhale, release. Drop that right hand. Left knee, shake out the hips and then switch sides. Inhale, kick the right foot back. Reach the left hand forward. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, bring it in. Re-extend. Last time, bring it in. Re-extend. And then grab and reach back as you bend in that right leg and roll the left shoulder open. Open up in the heart. And then keep that right foot lifted as you lower down to the forearms. Keep that knee bent. And then we're just going to inhale, kick that right foot high. Exhale, bring it in, round through the spine. Hover that right knee. Inhale, press it back up. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, press it back up. Exhale, bring it in. Press it up this time and then make some circles with that right knee. Feel the strength in the glutes here. Feel the opening in the hip socket. Switch directions. Feeling the burn. And then kicking that right foot out beside you, reaching both of the hands forward and the hips back. Giving that right glute a little bit of a break. Breathing into the hip flexor. And then inhale, bring yourself all the way back up. Take the arms out to a T. Reach that right hand down the right leg. Left hand reaches over to the right. Inhale, bring it back up. Left hand grounds, right hand lifts. And then come back to all fours. Right knee comes to meet the left. Both hands come underneath the shoulders. Good. And then we'll kick that left heel high. Bend in the knee, come down to the forearms. And then inhale, kick that foot high. Exhale, bring it in, round through the spine. Inhale, kick it high. Exhale, bring it in. Kick it high as we inhale. Exhale, bring it in. Last time, kick it high. And then find the circles. Drawing big circles or little circles with the knee in one direction. And switching directions. Good. Releasing that left foot, taking it all the way out beside you. Separating that right knee as far as it feels good. Reaching the arms forward and pressing the hips back. Melting the heart down. Forehead settles in. Shoulders open up. Heart opens. And then we'll inhale as we walk the hands back up. Arms come out to a T again. Exhale, left hand reaches down the left leg, right arm reaches over to the left. Inhale, bring it back up, lower down the right hand, lift that left foot high as you reach up with the left hand. And then come back to all fours. Drop and walk those hands, that left knee into the center line. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, hover the knees. Reach it forward with the right hand. Keep those knees, those hips in line. Exhale, lower down. Switch sides, reach it forward with the left hand. Lower down. Lift the hips high, find a down dog. Pedal out the dog. Tippy toe or float up to meet your hands. Find your way into a forward fold and hang out here. Shake out the head. Release in the neck. Hips lift high. Ragdoll yourself up. One vertebrae at a time. Feel each spot on the spine and slowly unwind. Roll the shoulders back, palms face forward. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, find cactus arms. Bend in the elbows 90 degrees. Open up in the heart, drop the shoulders. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, palms come together at prayer. Heel toe the feet out a little bit wider than the hips. Turn the toes outward. And then inhale, arms high again. Exhale, Malasana squat. Drop the hips low, bend in the knees. Keep the heels lifted or planted. Palms come together. Knees open up with the elbows. Inhale, lift the hips, straighten through the knees, heel toe the feet in. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or float back. Find a high plank, move through a flow, lower down knees, chest, chin, or bent elbows. Hug it in close as you find chaturanga. Inhale, untuck the toes, lift the hips. Find up dog. Gaze goes over the right shoulder. Gaze goes over the left shoulder. Exhale, down dog. Head comes back through center, tuck the toes, lift the hips. Good. From here, we're just gonna drop the hips, find a high plank. Find a chaturanga. So bend the elbows, drop and hover the heart. Inhale back up. Roll onto the knife edge of that left foot. Right foot lands right in front of it. Left hand plants, right arm reaches high. Exhale, lower down the right hand. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, push up in chaturanga. Inhale, back up. Exhale, roll onto the knife edge of the right foot. Left foot lands right in front. Keep that left hip point lifted. And then lower down, find all fours. Press into chaturanga. Inhale, back up. Exhale, press back, down dog. Inhale, jump up into Malasana squat. So feet land on the outside of both hands. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, find cactus arms. Inhale that right knee up to meet the left elbow. Exhale, land. Inhale, left side. Inhale, right side. Exhale, land. Inhale, left side. One more time each side. Right side, left side. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, fly the arms down. Press the feet back. Move through an optional flow or meet in down dog. Press the hips high. Yogi's choice. Once you're in down dog, you feel ready, we'll drop the hips again. Find that plank. Exhale, roll onto the knife edge of that left foot. Reach that right arm high. Exhale, reach underneath that left arm with that right hand. Inhale, back up. Exhale, reach underneath the left arm. Back up. Exhale, high plank, chaturanga. Push up. Inhale, back up. Exhale, roll onto the right side. Left arm flies high. Exhale, reach underneath the right arm. Inhale, back up. Exhale, reach under. Back up. Exhale, come back through center. Push up. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, Malasana squat. Exhale, land. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, right knee comes up. Exhale, land. Inhale, left knee. Exhale, land. Inhale, right. Inhale, left. Inhale, right. Inhale, left. Inhale, circle sweep the arms high. Exhale, fly it down. Press it on back, move through an optional flow. We'll meet in down dog. Press the hips high. Heart presses back. And then from here, we're gonna move back into that side plank. So drop the hips, find a high plank, roll onto the knife edge of the left side. Drop the hips, bend in the knee, reach back, find a little circle with the arm, pop the hips straight into the knees, reach forward. Exhale, reach back. Inhale, pop it up. Exhale, reach back. Pop it up. Find one-legged side plank, reach that right foot high, maybe land somewhere along the left leg. Release, and then bring that foot up. Find an easy twist. Left hand stays planted, right arm reaches high. Exhale, lower down that right hand, frame the right foot. Stagger step up into a standing split, so that left foot's gonna fly high. Keep it lifted, or maybe bend in the knee, reach back and grab on with your right foot to your left toes. Good, moving into a one-legged mountain pose. We're gonna release that left foot, slowly bring it up. Find your balance. Left knee comes into the heart. Grab onto that left knee, roll the shoulders down the spine. And then stay here or start to extend that left foot Or maybe keep the knee bent and open up that left knee. Right arm comes out beside you. Grab onto the left toes. Extend it out to the left side. Inhale, unwind the same way you came into wherever you landed. Left knee comes in, grab onto the knee, find figure four chair pose. So cross that left knee over the right and sink the hips low. Good, bring it back up, release that left foot, take it all the way back behind you, land on the toes, drop the left knee, find a half split. Press the hips back. Right hip aims towards the back, shoulders stay down the spine. Right toes are slightly flexed. Really feeling that opening in that back of the right knee. And then get into the IT band a little bit. Just take that right foot over to the left side, roll that right foot open, so landing on the knife edge of the right foot. Keep the shoulders down the spine, that right hip aiming back. It's a really good opportunity to use some blocks if you have some handy. Bring that right foot back up, all the way over to the right side, bend in the right knee, bring it forward. Inhale the arms high. Exhale, interlace the hands behind the low back, press the knuckles away, shoulders down the spine, heart opens up. And then release without flinging those right hands. Frame the right foot, tuck the left toes, lift the knee, find a one-legged chaturanga. So kick that right foot back, keep it lifted, hover those shoulders over the wrists, lower down, and then untuck the toes, lift the heart. Exhale, down dog. Good. So I'm going to turn to face the other way so my back's not to you. But we'll go ahead and roll onto the knife edge of the right foot this time. Reach up with the left hand. Exhale as you bend in the knees, drop the hips, reach back. Inhale as you pop it up, reach forward. Exhale, drop it back. Bring it up. Drop it back. Bring it up. Last time, drop it back. And then inhale, bring it forward. Lift that left foot. Maybe land somewhere along that right leg. And then release that left foot. Bring it up to that right hand. Find an easy twist. Reach up with the left hand. Stack the shoulders. Find an easy twist. Lower down that left hand to frame that left foot. Find standing split, so stagger step off of those right toes. Lift the heel high, keep it extended, or start to bend as you reach back and grab on with your left fingertips. Good, release that right foot slowly. And then fix your gaze as you slowly come up. Find one-legged mountain pose. Bring that right knee in. Grab onto the knee with both hands. Roll the shoulders down the spine nice and tall. And then either keep that knee bent as you open or stay right where you are. Or start to extend that right foot, either reaching forward or out to the right side. Good balance. If you fall out of it, just come right back into it very slowly. No worries. And then we'll slowly make our way out of whatever variation you landed in, the same way you got in. Cross that right ankle over the left knee, and then sink the hips low. Figure 4 chair pose. Feel that reopening in that right hip. And then lift the hips, re-extend and kick back that right foot, land on the toes. Drop the right knee, press the hips back. Half split. Left hip aims towards the back, left toes are flexed, shoulders are down the spine. And then we'll slowly move into that IT band. Take that left heel over to the right side, roll open that foot, so landing on the knife edge of the left foot. Inhale that foot back up, take it over to the left side, press the hips forward, bend in the knee, inhale the arms high. Exhale, release and interlace the fingers behind the low back, roll the shoulders open, press the heart open, the hips forward. Good, release the fingers, release the shoulders, plant the hands on the outside of the left foot, tuck the right toes, and then find that one-legged chaturanga. Kick that left foot back, keep it hovered, and then lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Good, drop the knees. Untuck the toes. Spin the legs in front. And then find boat pose, so start to lean back. Keep the knees slightly bent, reach it forward, and then lift the heels. Feel nice and strong here. Inhale, palms come up overhead. Exhale, slice through the air over to the left side. Back through center. Exhale, over to the right side. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, slice to the left. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, over to the right. Last time, back through center. Over to the left. Inhale, back up. Over to the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, lower onto the forearm of the left arm. Roll onto the left side of the left hip. And then reach up and out of that right shoulder socket. So kind of like you're a boat going crazy in the waves. Feeling those obliques working. Feel nice and sturdy with that left elbow, that left forearm. And then come back through center. Reach both arms overhead. Exhale over to the right. Land on that right forearm. Roll onto the right hip. And then reach up and out of the left shoulder socket. Inhale back through center. Exhale, find full boat pose. Reach forward overhead and then point the toes, hover the heels, keep the shoulders hovered. Exhale, release. Deep morning stretch. Good. Inhale, we'll hug the knees in through center. Rock and roll or find stillness. Massage out the spine. Plant both of the feet. And then take the hips up and over to the right side as the knees fall over to the left and find that recline twist. Arm comes out to the right. Right shoulder really settles into the mat, into the ground. Maybe grab onto that right knee with your left hand. Inhale back through center. Unwind the spine, unwind the legs. Bring the knees back into the chest. And then switch sides. Lower down the feet, take the hips up and over to the left. Let the knees fall over to the right. Left arm falls out beside you. Right knee touches that left knee. Sorry, right hand touches the left knee. Left shoulder sinks heavy into the ground. Feel that twist in the torso. That release in the core. Inhale, unwind, come back through center. And then we're just gonna finish off with reclined cobbler's pose. So the bottoms of the feet are gonna come together, knees are gonna come out wide. I like to reach overhead and grab opposite arms, opposite elbows or forearms. And just let the heart open up, the knees stay nice and heavy. And then just breathe. You're welcome to stay in this posture as long as you want. If it feels really good to open up in the heart and release in the core and the hips, let gravity take over there. Or if you want to make your way slowly into legs up the wall or that traditional shavasana with the arms and legs out beside you, just find what works for you in this moment. I just did a lot of quick spurts of energy. So just whatever you need to slow down the heart rate and let your body just absorb the work we just put in. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Hope you feel great. Hope you feel energized for this part of your flow. Namaste. If you enjoyed this video and feel great, please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the next flow.